Hey guys, Harry Thomas here, and happy 70th birthday to the king of the world himself, James Cameron. Still the king of the world and the highest grossing movie director. Woo! The fact that he's still making the Avatar movies in his 70s, the dude is a living legend, and I hope his family, all the Avatar cast and crew, and the Pandorian fandom well celebrates today. Uh, the other, but my other motivation behind this video was to dedicate it to the memory of Avatar producer and Titanic producer Jon Landau, who we tragically lost last month to cancer. It is heart wrenching that he will never get to see Avatar Fire and Ash or Avatar 4 and 5, but his work on those movies will very much show in the final products, and what a legacy as a producer he left behind to produce some of the top uh, four highest grossing movies in history. Yeah, and today I volunteered at cancer research, so it particularly hits hard when people are still dying from this disease even now. I just pray the work I'm doing at cancer research is making a difference. But I still stand by my opinion that Avatar: The Way of Water is James Cameron's best movie. And I shared my top 5 favourite scenes from the first Avatar 2 years ago. Now it's time for you to see my top 5 favourite scenes from the sequel. So without further ado, here are my top 5 Avatar: The Way of Water scenes. At number 5, Quaritch and the Recoms capture the Sully kids and the forest fights slash rescue. I mean, this is the second major action set piece in the movie after the Ometakaya train raid, but this is the more important one, as we get some uh, riveting character moments with Quaritch, how he not only captures the kids of his nemesis and the woman who killed him, Nateri, but he sees the skeleton of his human body at the place where his death took place 15 years ago. And fun fact, Quaritch crushing his human skull was Stephen Lang improvising. And the forest fight itself, taking place at night, is currently my favourite nighttime Avatar action scene in the first two films, topping Jake and Nateri holding off the wild dogs in the first film, especially when seeing how the Sullys react to their greatest foe, Quaritch, returning from the dead, and especially Nateri, because she was like, "What the fuck? I killed him." And Quaritch particularly fears her arrows when he instantly recognizes them, the arrows that put him in that recon body to begin with. So I can't wait to see what the next confrontation between Nateri and Quaritch will be in Fire and Ash. At number 4, Loak meets Payakan after Amand and his friends just leave poor Loak out in the middle of the ocean, and Loak is ambushed by a predator. Good old Payakan comes to his aid, and Loak and him can both instantly bond like brothers, both being outcasts from their clans. And Loak returns the favor by helping getting the RDA spike out of Payakan's injured fin, and their bonding swim together as some of the most astonishingly stunning scenes you will ever see on film. I mean, when me and my friend Ollie saw the clip of that in the cinema, seeing Avatar remastered, we were like, "OMG, this is out of this world." At number 3, Kiri connects to the Metkayina Tree of Souls at the Cove of the Ancestors and sees her mother, Grace. And now, of course, in the movie The Way of Water, the revolutionary, never been done before mocap scenes are gonna make up the majority of this list, and this is Kiri's one of my favorite characters in the movie, is a true moment. How she's able to completely breathe underwater without ever having to come up from air while she's down there is clearly a gift from Awa, and though why she can't connect to any Tree of Soul still remains a mystery. But so when Kiri sees that the mother who bore her and is about to ask what does Awa, the Great Mother, want from her and who was her father. Phenomenal acting for Sigourney Weaver to play two characters in the exact same scene, and you are terrified for Kiri's life when she has her seizure and is unconscious. Luckily, this helps Neytiri and Ronell uh, of the Ometakaya and Metkayina bombed better when they revive Kiri. At number 2, the Toluna return. I mean, this is the one moment in the movie where we see every single character of both the Sully family and the Metkayina just having the time of their lives. Apart from Loak, of course, who is missing out without Payakan being there, but to see the Metkayina just bombed with their spirits, brothers and sisters, like Soraya telling the stories to her spirit sister and Ronell chatting with her spirit sister about her pregnancy and about her spirit sister's baby son. It is wonderfully wholesome and the Tolkien well uh, all underwater together may feature the most stupendously stunning shots in the movie. It helps us get to know the Tolkien so perfectly, and so that we we care more than ever and a crier for the Tolkien when Quich and Scoresby go Tolkien hunting shortly after this scene. And the number 1 best Avatar The Way of Water scene is the entire final battle on the Sea Dragon. Words can't express how epic this climax is. I mean, James Cameron has always been known for uh, uh, heightening the stakes in the third act of his movies. Just look at Titanic and the first Avatar, but this is his most impressive third act, yes, and I mean, God knows how Fire and Ash's climax is going to be even bigger than this. But Cameron made the right decision to have this final battle be the entire final hour of the movie. At the moment the Sully kids find Payakan has been trapped by the Sea Dragon, all hell breaks loose from then on, and the battle itself takes place above water, underwater, and it was a finale that I was not ready for, and the world itself was not ready for. But once Nateum dies, that's when the second half of the battle gets personal and darker. Jake takes on Quaritch in a rematch. Kiri rescues her mother and sister, and Loak saves his father, finally gaining his father's trust. Payakan is no longer an outcast, uh, so so not all conflict is resolved, but at least some is for the time being. However, who agrees with me that the fans are way too harsh on Neytiri for holding Spider at knife point and warning Quaritch she will cut Spider if he doesn't release Kiri? I'm sorry, but Neytiri was completely in the right. I will forever defend her for this decision. You have to remember she was in pieces and emotionally distressed. She had just lost her son, one of the most important people to her. You can't blame her for wanting to give Quaritch and the RDA hell for taking the Technium from her, and plus she didn't kill Spider, she just cut him, but cutting him was enough revenge for her. And it was the only way to convince Quaritch to let Kiri go. She didn't have a choice. When Jake attempted to rescue Kiri from Quaritch, he failed miserably and just gave in to Quaritch's commands to put his weapons down and willingly be taken prisoner. And on top of that, Spider rescuing Quaritch was way worse than Neytiri threatening Spider. I'm sorry, but Spider saving the man that destroyed Pandora, that was his first bad move, and could show his potential turn. Could show his potential turn to the dark side. I agree with my good pal Steve, and also known as iQuadrity Fiver there. I'm just like, how come when a male character does something bad, nobody bats an eye, but when a female character does something, they get all the hate in the world? I am sick of that pattern. I wish people were more understanding of female characters' actions, like Devon Lee in Cobra Kai. She doesn't deserve the hate she gets for cheating in season 6. She was totally right to put Kenny in his place. So I don't think Jake should be mad at Neytiri and Fire and Asher for what happened with Spider, because that would be low of him. He should be thanking her for saving their daughter instead. So yeah, I am proud to call the climax of The Way of Water the best moment in the movie. So they were my top 5 Avatar The Way of Water scenes, and boy, I cannot wait to see Avatar Fire and Ash with my good pals, the three amigos, in a year's time, and and to share my top 5 of Fire and Ash moments. So, well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this list. And what are your top 5 picks for your 5 favorite Avatar: The Way of Water moments? Please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow on Twitter and Instagram. And I'll see you all next time when I have reviews of Leroy and Stitch are coming, as well as Alien Romanos. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.